So I want to thank them all personally for their cooperation and their support and generosity of their time. I also want to thank Lynn Suschultz, who were inhabiting her studio as we speak. So she was gracious enough to open up her studio. So Lynn Suschultz, Park Produce, major player here in North Park. So I'll do the introductions. To my left here is Philly's Joe Swendoza. And I'm just going to read a little bio that I was given by each one of them. So, Philly Joe Swendoza, son of the conqueror, the convict, and the Cherokee. I was born on an island under a mushroom in a time of war. Swedish from the hips on up, Australian from the hips on down, Aborigine to my soles. My father fought in 3 wars so I could oppose all wars. My mother smoked, drank, and gambled to a better place, hanging from a one-armed bandit. The family endured, following the big ships down to the sea and the big wars until they were won. Water everywhere. Educated beyond my ambition, I turned late to art, fashion, and music. 10 years in the showbiz game in New York City during the go-go 80s fed my libido and my yearning for fame and fortune. The sweet smell of success came in small bottles with big price tags. When the money ran out, I ran west to border town, aka San Diego. I'm just a modern man. Of course, I've had it in the ear before. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep me down. Places to go, people to see. Where's the party? Where's the party people? Philly Joe, in his most current apparition, is the ambassador of coolness and co-producer of Art Rock's Internet Radio, a live talk show which takes listeners beyond the scenes with the most cutting-edge artists and entertainers from around the world, as well as a host of events of lifestyle, trends, and news. Where art, fashion, and music collide, you'll find Art Rock's Radio.
Well done.
To my I suspect there's probably not a soul in here that doesn't know who Robert Pincus is, art critic for the San Diego Union Tribune. We're honored, much like having Philly and Katherine and Patricia and David here, we're honored to have their presence. Robert Pincus has been the art critic of the San Diego Union Tribune for more than 2 decades. And he's a longtime corresponding editor for Art in America. He's the author of On a Scale That Competes with the World, The Art of Edward and Nancy Redden Kingholz, the first book-length study of this major American sculptor and his later-in-life collaborator. Pincus also contributed numerous essays to exhibition catalogs and books, including West Coast to Champ, Manuel Neri, early work, But Is It Art? The Spirit of Art as Activism, and, most recently, Defining a Vision, a volume on the history of the Museum of Photographic Arts in San Diego. His reviews and longer pieces have also appeared in such periodicals as Art Forum, Art News, Art Issues, and Art LTD. For the past decade, he has taught an annual seminar each spring semester at the University of San Diego, Art Now, Critical Thinking About Art. Pincus holds an MA in American Studies and a combined PhD in English and Art History from the University of Southern California. He has received numerous awards from the Society of Professional Journalists and the San Diego Press Club, and was a recipient of the Chemical Bank Award for Distinguished Newspaper Art Criticism. Robert Pincus. Katherine Sweetman, who's our moderator for tonight, and will be laying out the guidelines for how the evening will progress. Katherine Sweetman is a nationally and internationally exhibited artist in the fields of both new media, art, and documentary video. She has a BA from Cal State San Marcos and an MFA from the University of California, San Diego. She is currently a freelance writer for San Diego City Beat and the San Diego Visual Artists Network. She is a part-time instructor at Cal State San Marcos and San Diego State University. She is also working with the artist collective known as the Infinity Lab. Katherine is also the current director of Luis Velasquez, the alternative art space in Colonia Federal, Tijuana. Everyone, Katherine Sweetman. Next to Katherine is Patricia Frischer. A lot of people, I'm sure, know Patricia as well. Patricia Frischer is the founder and the coordinator of the San Diego Visual Arts Network, which funds the San Diego Art Prize, directory and events calendar, and smart collector features. Patricia's website currently has over 13,500 resource listings and gets over 1 million hits a year, with 3,000 to 4,000 unique visitors every month. Frischer has taken on the roles of gallerist, curator, writer, teacher, website coordinator, and artist. Her many metamorphoses make her difficult to fit into any of the usual art world categories. She is the author of The Artist and the Art of Marketing and has lectured extensively on marketing for artists. She is a trainer of artist agents, art dealers, consultants, and collectors. Patricia Frischer has a master's degree in sculpture from the California College of Arts, but spent 30 years as a painter and is now working on a new series of 3D art. The use of color and the idea of telling a story in a non-linear, neo-narrative way developed in all those years of 2D work have manifested themselves in this return to her three-dimensional roots. There's always pleasure and humor in Frischer's art, but these new works, also make you wonder, how in the hell did she make these? Her own artwork and drawscrowd.com has been shown internationally, and her most recent one-person show was at Oxford University. Everyone, Patricia Frischer. Last but not least, David White. David White is the director of the Agitprop Gallery. David has a BFA from the Ohio State University and is currently working toward an MFA at UCSD. David has also spent time in Germany studying traditional stoneworking techniques and in Brazil studying art and technology at the Catholic University of Sao Paulo. Currently, he is the founder of Agitprop, an art space conceived as a tool for enabling neighborhood connectivity and engagement, and is the artist in residence at North Park Main Street, just down the block here. A position he has proposed as a method to help facilitate the mutual benefit and relationship of small business and art practice in North Park. David's work uses art historical conventions as a method of engaging individuals or groups at the scale of the neighborhood. Through the recontextualization of these conventions, he creates forms and situations that encourage, whether individual or participatory, open systems that can advance new interpretations of the everyday and public discourse. These forms and situations may be as diverse as small marble sculptures of everyday objects to video documentation obtained through the use of a bicycle taxi. Everyone, David White. And before I turn it over to
I was going to say, before you turn it over, maybe we can get some folks to, there's a couple places to stand if anybody wants to like sit on those big tables over there. There's 2 chairs over there. I have a step ladder someone can sit on somewhere. If you want to sit on this, you can sit on this. You want to sit on that big table back there. There's some standing room over here.
No, I don't need
It's not a library.
Sit on the